Hi, my name is Carlos. 3 years ago, I didn't speak a single word of English. I remember feeling nervous every time I heard someone speak it. It sounded so fast, so complicated, and I thought, I can never learn this language. It's impossible. But one moment changed everything. One afternoon, I was walking in the park near my house. A tourist came up to me with a map and said something in English. I froze. He smiled kindly and asked again, pointing to a spot on the map. He needed directions to the train station. I wanted to help, but all I could do was point and say, "There." He nodded, said thank you, and walked away. I felt terrible. I kept thinking about it the whole day. I wanted to explain more, to say something like, go straight, turn left, and you'll see the station. But I couldn't. That night, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, Carlos, it's time to change. You have to learn English. The next morning, I started my journey. At first, I didn't know where to begin, so I bought a small notebook and wrote 5 English words every day. Words like hello, train, walk, and station. I practiced saying them out loud. It felt strange at first, but I kept going. Then I discovered free videos online. The teachers spoke slowly and clearly, and I repeated every word after them. They said things like, my name is, and how are you? I also found English songs and started listening to them. At first, I didn't understand the lyrics, but I loved the rhythm. I sang along even if I said the words wrong. After a few months, I could say basic sentences. I wanted to practice more, so I decided to visit a cafe where tourists often came. The first time I tried to speak, I was so nervous. My hands were shaking and my heart was racing. A woman asked me, where is the museum? And I replied, go straight, turn right. She smiled and said, thank you. That moment gave me confidence. One day, I met a tourist named John at the cafe. He was from Canada and wanted to know the best place to eat. I recommended a small restaurant I loved. He said, your English is good. That made me so happy. We started talking and he told me about his travels. John became my first English-speaking friend. We exchanged numbers and stayed in touch. He encouraged me to keep learning and gave me tips. He said, don't worry about mistakes, Carlos. They are part of learning. Inspired, I joined a free English class at the community center. The teacher was kind, and the other students were like me, nervous but excited. We practiced speaking together, and every week I felt a little more confident. A year later, something amazing happened. I got a job at a hotel as a receptionist. It was my first time using English at work. At first, it was hard to understand guests, but I asked questions and learned new words every day. Now, English is a big part of my life. I talk to people from different countries, watch movies without subtitles, and even read books in English. Every time I use English, I feel proud of how far I've come. Learning English hasn't just helped me with work, it has also opened my mind. I've learned about other cultures, made friends from around the world, and become more confident in myself. If you're learning English, remember this. It's okay to start small. Learn a few words, make mistakes, and keep trying. Don't give up. If I, Carlos, can do it, you can too. So take the first step today, believe in yourself, and you'll see how English can change your life. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.